Previously on Truly Bedrock. I'll see you this Saturday. Why did I say this? Nobody was making me say this. There's so much flipping work to be done. I get this. It's no way I'm getting that all the time. I keep doing this stuff. I keep just making up deadlines for myself. Just making everything harder for myself. Oh hey, it's Sunday already. Woo! What is up, the world of the living? My name is Lex, and welcome back to Truly Bedrock. Now, in the previous episode, we have done quite a bit of progress on our bank vault and on just keeping track with the emails from that craft. We got ourselves a code lock which no one will ever be able to crack, and between the videos you can see I've done quite a bit of work on the exterior of the vault itself as well. From now on, the vault is coated in double layer of crying obsidian. Why crying obsidian, not the regular one? Well, I mean, it is a little bit easier to break with mining fatigue, but more importantly, it's much more easier to farm using the piglins. So I just dropped by Silent Whisperer's giant piglin trader thingy, asked him if I can have like a lot of obsidian, and he was like, yeah sure you can, no problem, he said. So I just grabbed it, basically all of it, and that's all of it. That's the giant obsidian box that is now the vault itself, which will be an absolute nightmare to get into, unless you know the combination. And I know the combination, and that craft's about to know it if I'll be able to convince him to put his tree inside, which, by the way, will never actually fit. So that is gonna be a little bit hard of a sell. Maybe I'll be able to convince him to just, you know, take off the diamonds and put those in, or I can just make him a custom vault. I bet I can charge double or triple for something like this. Either way, none of that is gonna happen as long as this area looks like this. We need to add some sort of road that will lead down here, and we need to add the actual building around it. So yeah, do you get what I mean when I'm saying that there's way too much work for me to fit into like something, especially with a lot of stuff going on right now in my regular real life. Okay, there we go. In other words, here's the three things we gotta accomplish: build the island, build the road to it, and build the bank on it. And luckily, I do happen to have quite a substantial amount of stone that no one's buying in the All-Star. So building the island itself will be fine, and building the road to it will be pretty easy also. The question really is how to make that into content, you know, that thing that you're currently consuming. And while I've been rolling around, like doing this stuff all the time, building things off camera and then just showcasing them to you, you know what I feel like doing right now? I feel like actually trying to make the building process into a little bit more of a spectacle. So today we're breaking out something that we already used on this channel. The laptop that we've been using this other time for the ASMR week. Because hey, I did buy that thing and it can run Minecraft and record it. So why don't we just use it as a separate camera account? Because you can't run more than one instance of Bedrock Edition on your one single computer. So yeah, let me just kinda for it. And the beauty of it being a laptop, I just kind of... Alright, you know the drill. Go up and get the footage rolling. I'm gonna do something real cool with the building around here. Except that now that I think about it, it's probably just gonna be a bunch of me placing stone. Now, wasn't that great? Yeah. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. It's a bunch of stone, and it's a bunch of stone on, like, to form an island, and it could use, like, a lot more sand just to mask it. But right now, I'm quite happy with what we accomplished here. Of all the random stone formation, this is not the worst one I've ever built. The issue is that I also had it all on camera, and I was like, this could it's an alright time-lapse, but I'm a little bit out of the saddle with those. And it could use a little bit more tang, you know, to it. So what I'm thinking is, you know how last episode, to illustrate that craft's little letter that he sent me, I went into the character menu and I just did a bunch of emotes, you know, like this. Until your latest letter, I never had a thought. Yeah, what if we did that, but a little bit more clever, but a little bit more... What if we added a little bit more of this to the time-lapse that we are already doing? Now, a few Java Minecraft YouTubers already do this type of stuff, but because they're on Java, their ones just kind of look like a character having a nightmare, and, you know, whittling and scissoring in a tiny bit horrifying way. Like, that's Silent Hill stuff. Here, though, we got an actual set of animations, not just the emotes one. Also, every now and again you click to change something in your character, and your character does a little animation right there, and I like these. And I especially enjoy the one that they do once you go out of the character creator. That's that little twirl. Oh, I love it! I love that little twirl. So here's the trick. We need to separate these somehow from the character creator menu. And it just so happened to know DNetter Games, a wonderful person who can do resource packs like nobody's business. And he tracked down the texture in the background and made me a custom resource pack that replaces it with like toxic pink. That is easy, really easy to chroma key out. So if everything's working fine, then we should be able to do something like this. And then we should be able to put it on top of the screen as I'm building more and more of it around here. So let me go grab some more stone, and let's try and get ourselves a little bit of a dance party with the time-lapse music. Let me be the first one to admit that that was ridiculous even by my standards. It's kind of entirely unnecessary because the shots in the actual time-lapse were not that bad. When I really looked back on them, there were quite some satisfying frames of like framing of the grass filling in and all that kind of stuff. And hey, this area is in an ocean biome and not in a mushroom biome within the mesa, meaning that I actually need to kind of light this entire thing up. This was not a problem because the entire structure here used to be made out of, you know, a glowing material, the crying obsidian. This time around, no, we gotta put together some shroom lights just to ensure that nobody spawns too much, you know. A reasonable amount of spawns we can handle. Too much of that is entirely too much, but no, that's, again, beyond the point. That's just me rambling to myself and doing things I should be doing off camera. Things I should be doing on camera, though, is building the actual building for the bank. Like, putting together some sort of a design for the build and all that kind of stuff. But honestly, I don't think I'll have it in me today to do that. Simply because, I mean, I'm not gonna top that stupid time-lapse, everybody. There's nothing I can do today that will be better or more interesting than a row of jumping Zlois, one of whom falls down on his face. This is it. I've peaked. There's no better Zloi episode to ever come out of me. And yeah, also I don't really have the design for the bank itself dreamt up. And we have quite a bit of design challenges with that, by the way. We need to first and foremost connect it to the general road, which I already started doing, but then the terrain has to also adjust for the road, maybe connect to the canalization down there, maybe even bridging this gap around here. On top of that, we will have to put together some sort of a design for the bank itself where it incorporates the unusual shape of the actual vault. So chances are there's gonna be at least 3 levels to the vault. The level 1 on which the vault itself exists. Then level 2 is the bank foyer and the, you know, some sort of a cover-up for this area up here for the redstonery. And then level 3 with some, I don't know, offices and whatnot. I might actually put together a few extra redstone powered and obsidian ensured vaults, like miniature vaults, like post office boxes, secure boxes basically, for other people. Safes, those are called safes. Safes for other people who are not me or Datcraft to put their valuables in for a lowered, reduced price. But all of that, you know, is just so much work and so much time that I simply don't have right now. So you know what? I'm gonna get on that for the next episode. That's gonna be it for today. Thank you everybody so much for watching. This has been Zloi XP. This has been True Bedrock. To be continued. Have a good one. Bye bye.